If Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl, will we consider him elite? Cam Newton says he is playing possessed. What do you think?
This for me?
Yep.
Hell no. What you mean, elite? Elite is reserved for the dude that just walked out of here. That's elite. Like whatever your definition is. Like I've had to become a better person through my therapist for not thinking that everybody thinks, when things should be obvious. Yeah. When I think things should be obvious, that everybody else should. Here's the thing, man. Like I think because we so inundated with clips of sports, and we always see it, and it's always on, and we get this idea that because a dude accomplishes something or it's a great story to tell. Dog, it's one MJ, it's one Bron, it's one Wayne Gretzky, it's one Deion Sanders. Like these are when I think elite, Bo Jackson was elite. Like there's a difference when those guys are doing what they do as opposed to everybody else. So I don't tag that moniker to Sam Darnold. It's just that simple. When you give the words elite or great, to me, that's an upper echelon tier that only is reserved for a few people that's ever done things.
But you're mentioning players that don't play anymore. Are there elite quarterbacks that maybe he could surpass, or very good quarterbacks he could surpass that are currently playing?
He's not gonna pass Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-mm.
He's not gonna pass Josh Allen.
Mm-mm.
He's not gonna pass Matthew Stafford.
Mm-mm.
Like those are guys that are going to be in that elite conversation when it's all said and done that are currently playing. He's not going to pass Lamar Jackson based on a win in the Super Bowl. So, again, like the overall accomplishment will pass all of those guys that haven't won one. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, when I think about elite, I think about the individual and what he brings.
I think, too, what we have to understand, especially as people are hearing this discussion take place, you're not hating.
No,
you're not bitter. You're not in a position of, hey, why would you say it like that? Why would you tear another person down? The reality is this. When you start to mention elite play or to say this person isn't elite, that's not a shot to say he's a bad player either.
No, not at all.
I think when you start to really unpack Sam Darnold, this isn't even the best version of Sam Darnold. I think what Sam Darnold has reminded everybody in the NFL is maybe we need to get back to sitting our players and developing them the right way rather than drafting a player early and expecting him to play early. Mm-hmm. That's not realistic. That's not what certain players need for them to get the best output of their skill set.
So maybe Sam Darnold is setting a new precedent for quarterbacks to be at the elite level,
Patience.
right? Okay, patience. Go ahead, RC.
First off, I'm not finna be platonic with y'all.
Oh, platonically?
Okay. Now, you feel me? Let's keep it real. Sam Darnold is playing at an extremely high level. Sam Darnold has been a two-time Pro Bowler for the Minnesota Vikings last year and now for the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold is nowhere near the elite conversation, but you don't have to be elite to be good enough for the team and the organization that you play for to win Super Bowls. Eli Manning was never an elite quarterback. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls because he was in a great situation. He had the right support system. He had an excellent head coach. He had a top-tier defense. That's exactly what's happening for Sam Darnold. We had this conversation last year. Sam Darnold may go out and have a crazy Super Bowl. You know who had 2 phenomenal Super Bowls that nobody ever says is elite? Jalen Hurts. Yep. Jalen Hurts didn't just have a phenomenal Super Bowl and play well against a team. He had a phenomenal Super Bowl, outplayed the best player in the world, and we were still having conversations in the offseason if he was even top 10.
Yeah.
He's been an All-Pro. He was a second-team All-Pro. He was a Super Bowl MVP, and still nobody has that conversation. We don't have to talk about a player being elite to respect him. I respect Sam Darnold. I know Sam Darnold is good enough to win with. I know Sam Darnold going to show up every day and give you the best he possibly can.
Here's the deal. Nothing y'all said was wrong, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't provoke a conversation. Obviously, you respect Sam Darnold, all right? You respect what he's done, etc. You get that part. Here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to challenge y'all as former football players to make up your mind. Because when you brought up Jalen Hurts has spent, even though we all respect him, and we know he's Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, 2 Super Bowls, he would have been the MVP had they beat Kansas City the first go-round, all of this other stuff. there have been too many instances during the regular season when he didn't appear elite, when his numbers didn't appear elite, when his performance didn't appear elite, right? But we're looking at what he did in the Super Bowls, and we like, he that dude. Sam Darnold's the opposite. The brother 28-4 over the last 2 seasons, 28-6 over the last 2 regular seasons. He performed very poorly in the season finale against Detroit last year, and then the playoff game when he was sacked 9 times by the Rams last year. This year he comes out, plays lights out. They blow out San Francisco 41-6. NFC Championship game, he throws 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, outduels the league MVP, Matthew Stafford. And if he wins the Super Bowl, that would be put on top of what he has done over the last 2 years. So as a pundit and a commentator who didn't play, I'm looking at pundits and commentators who did play, and I'm saying to y'all, I'm asking y'all, what's the standard when we're talking about elite? Because usually y'all would lean to a body of work that obviously includes the regular season. And now with Sam Darnold, we're not necessarily.
Okay, well, here is all I'm going to say, because I love that you used Jalen Hurts and you used Sam Darnold's record for his team in the last 2 years.
Sure.
Jalen Hurts in the last 4, 11-6, 14-3, 11-6, 14-3, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and phenomenal play. So if we are going to use him as the standard, we also have to look at regular season play and say that until week 16, we were questioning Sam Darnold still.
Right.
Yeah.
We were having the conversation.
But were we right to do it?
Yes.
Knowing that he did it in the regular season.
Exactly, but I'm saying just because he goes on this run, and I hate being this person, and this is just because he goes on this run, we can't forget that he led the league in turnovers with 20. That's not elite level play.
RC, listen, what your damn eyes telling you? Like, that's why I said, like, some people have this definition of elite. I don't think Jalen Hurts is elite.
I agree with that.
Like, I don't. I think he's a really good quarterback, and you can win Super Bowls and they can win MVPs with that. Your body of work over a period of time that separates you from everybody else playing the position. Can we say that about Mahomes?
Yes.
Can we say that about Lamar Jackson?
Yes.
Can we say that about Josh Allen?
Yes.
Those are the elite guys. That's it. Right now, in this iteration of the NFL.
What about Matthew Stafford? What about Stafford?
Stafford is elite for longevity. I'm talking about guys that have these attributes that are different.
The other 3
than
are generationally talented players.
Yeah, but you have elite winners. You have Tom Brady, elite winner, not an elite athlete. So it's your definition.
Elitist.
Right.
Go ahead, Cam, last word.
Well,
I mean, you the quarterback.
but when I say certain things, it just has a different kind of reaction to how people receive it. What I would say about Matthew Stafford has always been elite. He just didn't have the winning resume to back that. Now, an MVP, now Super Bowl winner, now he's propelled himself in.
He's elite. And Matthew Stafford's elite quarterback.
But not just elite, an all-time great that we have to start
But he
to
also
consider.
had trouble with turning the ball over sometimes. So he did. He's corrected those issues.
That's why I said longevity has created that for him.
For sure, because even when you look at Matthew Stafford, the one thing that sticks out is he's always had elite receivers, too. Yeah. He played with the greatest receiver in Megatron. He's had a Devontae Adams, a Puka Nacua, a Cooper Kupp. Yep. These guys have always been at his disposal. So at the same time, he still held his own with being able to distribute the football at a high level.
Yeah. What a great time it has been here in San Francisco. And moments ago, look at Cam Newton throwing passes to fans here in Beerman Park in San Fran. I got you.
Cam, that thing look good coming out your hand, man.
Oh, my God, it's sniping.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
We'll watch one more here. Look at Cam. Oh, almost hit the light. Didn't, though. And the slide. All right, quick predictions. We only got 20 seconds. We'll go down the line. But who wins on Sunday, Marcus?
I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks. I think they've been more consistent.
Okay.
Seattle.
24-10.
Who you got?
Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle.
Damn.
Oh, I will take
Cardi
the
B
Patriots.
about to have a field day
I
with
will
us.
take the Patriots.
Cardi B
and I'll
about
be
to
right
go
on Monday.
crazy on
Thank